என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. நிலையில்லாய் வாழ்வில் நித்தியமாய் விளங்கும் ஆனந்தம் கரையில்லா ஆனந்தத்தை தடை செய்திடும் அடம்பனும். நிலையில்லாய் வாழ்வில் நித்தியமாய் விளங்கும் ஆனந்தம் கரையில்லா ஆனந்தத்தை தடை செய்திடும் அடம்பனும். தடை தகர்த்து வெல்ல நித்யானந்தன் தந்த சூத்திரம் நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் இந்த உலகில் இணையில்லா வரும். நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் இந்த உலகில் இணையில்லா வரும். என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. ஆழியாய் விருந்து நிற்கும் கர்ம நிலை சஞ்சிதம். ஆழியாய் விருந்து நிற்கும் கர்ம நிலை சஞ்சிதம். வாழும் ஜென்மத்தோடு கொண்டு வந்த பிராரப்தமா சேருகின்ற ஆசைகளால் கூடிடும் ஆகாமியம். சேருகின்ற ஆசைகளால் கூடிடும் ஆகாமியம். வீழும் மூன்று கர்மம் நித்யானந்தன் வழி சென்றிட. வீழும் மூன்று கர்மம் நித்யானந்தன் வழி சென்றிட. என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. ஊடுகிறாய் உலவுகின்ற போதும் நம்மை சாடுவர். வீடாத துயில் தழுவ மனதை விட்டு நீக்குவர். ஊடுகிறாய் உலவுகின்ற போதும் நம்மை சாடுவர். வீடாத துயில் தழுவ மனதை விட்டு நீக்குவர். ஆயுள் தாண்டி விட்ட போதும் ஆண்டு கொள்ளும் மீட்பராய் தோன்றுகின்ற நித்யானந்த சத்குருவின் கீடவர். ஆயுள் தாண்டி விட்ட போதும் ஆண்டு கொள்ளும் மீட்பராய் தோன்றுகின்ற நித்யானந்த சத்குருவின் கீடவர். என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. தந்தை தாயும் ஆன போதும் திட்டமிட்ட சொந்தம்தான் கொண்ட வந்த மக்கள் யாவும் தீர்வில்லாத நோய்களாம். தந்தை தாயும் ஆன போதும் திட்டமிட்ட சொந்தம்தான் கொண்ட வந்த மக்கள் யாவும் தீர்வில்லாத நோய்களாம். ஈடுகாட்டில் இட்ட பின்பும் முக்தி தந்து ஏற்றிடும் ஈடிணை இல்லாத ஒரே சொந்தம் குரு நித்யனாம். ஈடிணை இல்லாத ஒரே சொந்தம் குரு நித்யனாம். என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா. என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா.
ஓம் 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 ஓம். I bless you all with the initiation of Paramadvaita. Om, Om, Om. 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 Blessings to everyone who has joined through internet and internet. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, and superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa, Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. Science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Shastra Pramana, the authentic scriptures, Shrutis, Veda Agamas, stand as a foundation for Hinduism. Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of the experience of the sages, rishis, and millions of enlightened masters, which is in terms with the Shastra Pramana. Atma Pramana, with Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. And Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the guru's initiation in the disciple of a particular lineage which is demonstrable to the world. And Pratyaksha Pramana, having the truth validated by the scientific study. Now science is catching up and giving us such phenomenal understanding what Bhagavan has given us through all these pramanas, and the deeper understanding how we can manifest our reality. Let's move to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana for the power of materialization, manifesting Spanda 3.4.
Of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhanepi chetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati swabalodhyoga bhavitaha तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Beautifully, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as an object which is in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of third eye, the strength of visual power. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, how we can manifest the higher realities. In the story of Nachiketa, the father was giving away everything which was redundant and useless to the people. Nachiketa, who was personification of authenticity, goes and asks his father, why are you giving, O king, why are you giving away things which are no use to anybody? And what kind of dhana is this? The father gets annoyed and angry because he was doing something wrong, the child is pointing out. And he curses his son, actually blesses his son, saying that I am giving you away to Yama. And simply Nachiketa was in such a space, he said, okay, dad, that is what you're giving, then that is what, let it happen. And immediately he was able to go to Yamaloka. And in Yamaloka, he was able to wait 3 whole days at the doorstep of Yama, waiting for Yama with no food, no water, nothing, and doing a tapas to see Yama Dharmaraja. And simply when Yama came, he was shocked to see the boy waiting outside and such a small age doing such a huge tapas. He was around 5 to 7 years. First thing, he can travel to different lokas. Second thing, he was able to go beyond the food and the thirst and all that possibilities that he could manifest as reality. And now he asked the greatest question to Yamadharmaraja. Yamadharmaraja says, I'll give you all that you want in the outer world, but please leave me and go. And he thought a small child can be bribed easily, but Nachiketa was very clear in what he wants. He wants the authentic space to understand what is death. He doesn't want to know anything else. He says, death is the only thing which is more real than anything that I perceive. So explain to me about death, and I want to go beyond that. That is the greatest gift that you can give me, and not this materialistic life, which is not going to come with me when I go beyond the death. And when he told, Yama was literally shaken. And when Bhagavan says the disciple is ready, the Guru initiates him into the higher consciousness. And then Yamadharmaraja gives him the signs of death. This greater truth, again and again, Bhagavan tells us to make us understand renunciation is not something to give up in the outer world, but to give up something that what we are holding about the outer world. That is all we need to give up. And when we give up that, that is the screen actually blocking us even to experience the outer world. All that we have is everything as visualization and verbalization, not the experience itself. In every action, if you see, it is more our own ideas about it, opinions about it, and versions about it. When we drop all that identities, when we have the pure space to experience anything, that is bliss. Bhagavan Paramashiva gives us how Sudama was one of the greatest Maharishi, Brahma Rishi, who came down to experience Krishna. He was in such a wonderful space that from the birth, and he was in his schoolmate and always in the space of Krishna. Even when he got married and had children and everything, his family, his life, everything he saw and did in the context of what is Krishna manifesting in everything, like seeing Krishna in everything, experiencing Krishna in everything, and living as Krishna as the reality. Once he said his wife and children could not stand him because he did nothing but hold the space of Krishna. So they said, okay, at least go and ask Krishna for the wealth. We don't have anything to eat. And literally gave some flattened rice and asked him to leave to see Krishna. The minute Sudama went, Krishna was in tears. This is the only reference where Krishna is in tears in the whole of the Krishna Leela. And he does the Pada Puja for Sudama because Sudama lived in such a space that every thought, every word, every action was about Krishna. In such a beautiful space that he lived, Krishna was melting when he saw Sudama. And Sudama is asking Krishna, how are you? And he is in such a horrible space, he forgets all that. He doesn't even remember that he's in such a space. But he's asking Krishna how he is. And simply Krishna was such a pleased by all his presence and took his flattened rice and started eating. The minute he started eating, he started manifesting Sudama's reality, which was a castle and all the luxuries for his wife and children. And simply, even Sudama did not think or have an idea about this, but Krishna was able to see the whole thing and transform his life to the ultimate. And he can live as ultimate space of manifesting Krishna space, auspiciousness, abundance as his reality. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 80. Bhagavan Paramashiva here beautifully gives us the powerful cognition how he experienced death and how he understood the greater science beyond death as his reality and manifested Annagiri Yogeshwara as his very own reality.
Prapancha. No. Many time I'll go and tell, I heard this person is having that person as a keep, and this person ran away, or that person died. All these village rumors, gossips, I'll go and report to him. Once I was reporting a death which happened in village, local village, to him, and said that a lot of people have gathered. This elderly person is dead. So slowly conversation turned towards death. And I asked him exactly what is death and what is its impact on the life. Of course, he gave me many wonderful understandings, realizations, including the experience. He showed me how the life moves and all that. Finally, I wanted to share this part today with you all. Many things he revealed, and I'll share that in other satsangs. Now, I wanted to give this one important part to all of you. I asked him how to conquer fear of death. He stretched his hand and said, anything he asks, will you give? I said, what? How can you even ask this as a question? It is yours. Please tell me. He said, give me your life. I said, whatever I know as life, I experience as life, I feel as life, it is yours. I put both my hands and held his hand and put my head on his hand. And he said, now you are dead. And actually I saw everything stopped functioning. I don't know how long the time was. The next I heard is, I am alive in you from now. And then he said, now I have given this life to you. Everything you have now from this moment is a bonus. I tell you, from that time till now, whenever I feel any difficulty externally, internally, only one thing I'll remember, I am already dead. Now whatever I am having is a bonus. Come on. This one realization, even now it stays in my guts. It stays in my guts. It just rejuvenates me every time I remember. Every time I face the difficulties externally or internally, I remember holding his hand with my both hands and putting my head on his hand and declaring, I am giving everything to you. and he declaring, you are dead. And then he's saying, from now, I am alive in you. So the life is my gift. Everything is my gift. You can't complain about anything anymore. In multiple dimensions, I started realizing it. I can't take the life for granted anymore. I can't complain about anything, about anybody, about anything anymore. I can have only one thing, gratitude. Nothing else. I can't complain. God, what a shift He gave me in life. What a change He has done to me.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained what happened when he gave all his identity away and experienced the higher reality, who he is as Arunagiri Yogeshwara, as the ultimate and oneness with Paramashiva. All this greater science is not just some words, but in a reality, giving up your identity and experiencing the superconscious who you are as Paramashiva is the ultimate space you start manifesting the higher realities. Here, the Shakshi Pramana, one of the mother who was pregnant with a baby and the baby had some heart issues, and the doctor said, please, no, we cannot carry on with the pregnancy. But she prayed to Swamiji and Swamiji blessed her. Bhagavan Paramashiva blessed her. And then the baby was born and the baby had the surgery, but it went through everything perfectly normal, that it lived as and is living in such a peaceful way without any issues. If you have the blessings of the higher realities, your life, even though you face so many things, ups and downs, it will be so smooth and it will be carrying on without any struggle. Even simple as a meditation, you have to do literally by yourself, is like Bhagavan says, like ant crawling on the ground. And if Paramashiva, you have a guru to manifest that reality, he'll simply carry the ant to the top of the mountain in a few seconds. That is what happens when you struggle with the outer world, and only your outer world level, length, breadth, depth, the gurus that you have can take you only to that much. But if you have Paramashiva as your ultimate guru, who can transform your life from where you are to the ultimate consciousness, to the ultimate reality. And when you surrender your identity, you can experience the higher dimensions, higher possibilities, who you are, not just the abundance and auspiciousness, but understanding beyond that, the lokas, the dimensions, the vertical time zones. Here, one of the devotee went through the CT scan, and they clearly say how the object was appearing in the of a radio opaque foreign body in the oral cavity without any delay or reprecision. And the recording of the spiral CT scan after materialization reveals the presence of materialized object. This is from Avatar Shastra, chapter 10, Science of Miracle, page 214. The science has clearly given us that these are the possibilities in us. Why aren't we manifesting? We are not manifesting because we are so deluded into what we believe as our reality. When we start manifesting powers every single day and raising ourselves to the superconscious mutation, what Bhagavan is trying to give us to as our reality, letting go all our identities, not just incompletion, all our identities, surrendering at Paramashiva and clearly holding ferocious space that I am Paramashiva will make you manifest all this greater reality into your physical reality. Today, what we are going to do is manifest the power of changing our life reality. You can write a few statements for yourself or your friends and write down the detail what you want to change in your life, and especially with the job, relationships, and your currency, your lifestyle, your health, everything that you wanted to change. Just write down the things, and all we are going to do is we are going to hold the space of oneness, materialize kumkum, vibhuti, chandan, anything that you see appearing simply will transform these words into reality. And if you're doing for others, you can message others and tell others that you're going to cause their reality. You can write their name and say, okay, this is what you want to heal for them or make auspiciousness, abundance for them. Write down their names and write down the detail. You can do it for yourself and others also. Enriching others is the best way to cause your reality. Once you write everything, put away your pen, pencil, gadgets, everything, and all you need to do is hold the space, sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Apply the Jnananjan on your third eye, on your temple, and on the paper sides that you have written, and put away everything. Now sit as Paramashiva for a few minutes. You're not visualizing or verbalizing. You are Paramashiva. You have your 25 heads on your neck. Experience that. You see your eyes, 75 eyes, being so alive in you, and your 50 hands. Sit as the Ishtadevata, how you can merge into that Ishtadevata more and more. How when you go to sleep, you are sucked into the sleep. Same way, when you are very authentic to experience Paramashiva, you will be sucked into that space of superconscious mutation. Bhagavan is more present than all of us here, and his presence will be seen through the materialization that is going to happen. So wipe everything, take a picture of everything, and all we need to do is chant the Mahavakya, intensely disappearing into Paramashiva, again and again, experiencing the deep oneness, deep surrender and gratitude, and disappear into Paramashiva's space, and you experience Paramashiva as your reality. For a few minutes, let's all chant the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening and surrendering, disappearing into Paramashiva, deep love and gratitude. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya to manifest the power of materializing, changing the life decisions.
See yourself as 25-headed, 50-handed Paramashiva, as eternally 16, youthful. Commit with Paramashiva. Only he exists. Anything else is delusion. Now, sit straight. We'll enter into the process. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes, and whatever Paramashiva has shown, please go ahead, share it in the time.com/powermanifestation. All this greater truth, when you share with the world, contribute to others' life, you will start seeing the greater reality. Make sure it is authentically verified. If you see any kumkum, vibhuti, chandan, jnananjan, take a picture and share it with the world. And if you experience Kundalini energy, or you experience whatever you wanted to become the reality, all that collectively share it with the world. When you start causing others reality, you start understanding the deeper and deeper truth. And sometime you're manifesting, sometime you're not manifesting, settles down, the fluttering period settles down. You start understanding the higher truth, how we exist beyond our mind as a superconscious mutation, and more manifesting the higher and higher powers of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is more real than what we perceive even now, even our laptop that we perceive. He is more present, and he is the one who is making us see the laptop and experience the whole thing. And share all this powerful cognition, initiation, and power manifestation experiences to the world and contribute to the world. Go on contributing. You will start experiencing your higher dimension, who you are, because it's none other than your own self. If you look at a mirror and you look a parallel mirror, you will see a million of yourself. That is what your reality is all about, Bhagavan says. Everybody is nothing but your own reflection that you are projecting. Like how in the dream you are projecting each and every person and experiencing that person. Exactly that's what you're doing right now also. So when you contribute to others' life, it reflects in your own self, manifesting more and more powers in your life. So go ahead, share these great truth with the hashtag Paramashivoham Shakshi Pramana, hashtag Pa Manifestation, hashtag Kailasha, hashtag Nithyananda. Please tag it to your friends and families. And let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation at Bhagwan's lotus feet in deep gratitude, thanking Bhagwan and thanking all of you here in the social media for manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, being in simple integrity, simple obedience, every day doing the power manifestation, Jnana Pada. And with this, let's hold the powerful cognition. Paramashiva is real in thought, word, and action, seeing everyone, everything as Paramashiva as our reality, and ending the session with the Purna Mantra. Let's sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva to our third eye and chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhakti Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much for being here, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. See you after the next satsang or darshan in more Kailash Kotyar manifesting power sessions. Thank you, Nityanandam.